Hey friends, it's Sonia and Matt. We are on the road. It is Sunday. Last Sunday we got out. Babe, this feels like our date time. Last Sunday, I think that was the last time we left our house. Last Sunday we went out and we did a thrift trip. It was awesome. By the way, thank you to you guys because you helped us. I don't know if I told you this, Matt, but we picked up a salt and pepper shaker last week.
Right.
Remember the owls?
Yes.
Well, apparently they're winking owls made by Shawnee Pottery, which was they had a pottery factory over in Zanesville, Ohio from the 30s to the 60s, and apparently they're collectible. So that was cool. So here's the deal. You see all the snow outside right now. The temperature says it's 33 degrees out. It really, if you look out and you pretend the snow is not there and you just stare at the sky, it really makes you feel like you could be in Florida right now. So it's one of those deceiving days where you get up and you go, oh, is it warm out? No, it's 33 degrees out. But it's sunny, so we can pretend it's super warm, okay?
Yes.
It's going to be warm where we're going, in a thrift store.
Oh.
So today we are in Punxsutawney, also known as Punxy, baby.
Yep.
The weather capital of the world where the groundhog lives, tells us every spring how much longer winter is going to be. You know.
Our van fits underneath that bridge. So
Yes. You saw we were traveling in a van, and that is one of the things that now we have to take an extra look out for is the height of bridges. But we fit. We still have a top on the van. So we are in Goodwill right now, and let me just tell you, this place was rocking out. Did you see those like red high heel shoes? Well, if you heard the rock music that was playing, those shoes, you felt like you were entering a place that was a happening place.
Yeah, I felt like I was down at Sammy Hagar's place in Cabo. It was loud.
Did you need a cocktail?
I had my one-way ticket to midnight. Called it heavy metal. Anyways.
What is this? What do you think it
don't
was?
know. I thought it was like a vaporizer for a kid. But it's an owl vaporizer.
Matt, I thought it was super cute, right? And he was like, hey, come look at this, as I nearly like break the head off of it. No, it was all like taped on together. Obviously somebody had torn the tape off, but that's okay.
But he has duck feet, which is
What is it though?
I don't know. I think
Is
it's
it
vaporizer.
a vaporizer, you
for
think?
kids, yeah.
I would use that. Hey, I used to use those. Vidal Sassoon, right?
I think everybody did.
The rollers.
Yeah.
Going to Goodwills and thrift stores definitely is a trip down memory lane. Now, that thing up there at the top shelf, I had no clue what that was. Did you recognize what it was?
I missed it.
I think it was called maybe an iron.
Oh, yes.
My idea of ironing is just take the clothes immediately out of the dryer or put it on that fluff cycle.
Who always irons your stuff for you?
You do.
Yes.
You know, how did you become a really good ironer?
I was in the Marine Corps.
Really?
Yes.
I have to say, the times that I've needed something ironed, Matt is the one that does it. Okay?
Yes.
So
Just remember that.
The truth comes out.
Just remember that.
I've never been in this thrift store before, so of course you guys know we're looking for anything
pretty
fun.
girl, friend of yours?
No, came with the frame.
Came with the frame, huh?
Oh, look at the watermelon tray.
Yep.
Fun for summer. So I'm loving picking for stuff for myself, of course, for my house. It's fun to flip stuff out for spring decor, you know, when eventually things become warm and just, you know, be able to open up the windows, enjoy the breeze and decorate and stuff like that, but also to flip for a profit. What do you got here, Matt?
It's a pelican made out of coconut parts.
I can't say I've ever seen that particular design before.
Well, there you go. Now you have. Now I have, yeah.
That thing is probably so dry you could use it for firewood.
Yeah, it would go up like...
This was cute. Look, somebody framed a puzzle. I did like
tie-dye puzzle.
I thought that was fun. I like looking at these little plastic pieces. Some of them are like Homeco. I don't know who made those particular ones down there. But I'm also all about dry brushing plastic candles. I don't care what they're made out of. If it has the right design feel, you can paint them if you don't like them.
There's a little Tuscan farmhouse picture.
Yep, that's a print.
Oh, this is glass, wasn't it?
Yep, this is a nice glass.
It's like
tile.
a glass cutting board hanging.
No, it wasn't a cutting board. I think it was just had the sawtooth hanger. That was the one that you just hung up. But we were like, oh, this is nice. And then we saw the corner tag. TJ Maxx.
Yes.
You know, they can produce some stuff. Hey, I'm a painter. I can make stuff look pretty old too. But I gotta say that, you know, sometimes the tag gives it away. You might think that you have some very ancient artifact antique-y thing when really it just came from
TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx.
from China.
That's why you should always pick up just what you love. That's why I pick up stuff that's old, that's new. If it just kind of like strikes a chord with me, just pick it up because maybe your audience will love it as well.
This is a board. Are you bored? Are you feeling bored?
$3.99.
Somebody did a nice painting.
My mother used to say that to me. I'd say, I'm bored. And she'd say, well, I'm siding. And I'm like, well, that's a funny joke now. Mm-hmm. That's what she used to say to me.
Your mom.
Seriously. If she's watching, she's going to be like, yep, I did say that to her. She
Not
just didn't
cool.
understand.
Not cool, Valerie.
I
Not
was
cool.
bored. I was bored. So that's
Somebody
how I
spent some time on
That's
this
how I got
too.
creative, right? With all that time and energy to wear off. Yes. I'm trying to forget snow and cute snowmen right now. But yeah, in the middle we can build a snowman.
He had some little damage done to his mid region, but nothing some paint can't fix.
No.
Somebody took some time and did this. Those would go for big money in the market, but they were glass and
we can't ship them.
We're trying to get away from
just
stuff we can't use around the house.
Yep, absolutely. So
if we can't ship it,
it was really nice.
It's
though.
a saguaro.
I love the cactus. Oh, right there. Yeah, you could paint that frame with a bright lucky clover or something like that. That'd be good. I'm speaking of lucky clover. Guess what today is?
Oh, it's St. Patty's Day.
Cheers to you. Yeah, St. Patty's Day. So, anyway.
St. Patty's Day.
I'm thinking lucky clover today, but that would be a gorgeous color in that cactus frame.
Yep.
Not for food use.
Yeah, don't use it for food. What is wrong with you people?
This was, you could tell somebody donated a bunch of primitive stuff, You'd find like plates like this. I guarantee you the person who bought it paid more than $4.99 because, you pay a lot for that country style stuff, primitive style stuff. If you've ever stopped in an old general store, country store, that's the kind of stuff that you'd find. And a plate like that runs way more than $4.99. What do you got there?
That is a upside down seashell hanger that I hit my head off of.
That's pretty neat.
That's just an accident waiting for it to happen around this house.
If I lived around the beach, we'd be making stuff like that. I'd be out collecting seashells. This is the kind of stuff that we buy and we stick on the furniture. Those little
appliques.
Yep, you got it. I liked that. This is like a, what do you call it? You put your kettle on it. Thank you. I always never. There's another one, right? Well, that's kind of like a Lazy Susan one there. Yep. But I love the design onto it. But it was a little bit, there was something wrong with it. I think the tile was just a miss or something. That was a nice little leaf
But it wasn't
tray.
monkey wood.
Monkey wood, that's a...
Yeah. That's a specific type. That was made to look like monkey wood, but it's not.
Huh.
So.
I can't remember that.
Oh, look, it's one of those little silly bowls.
Yes, I was going to say, I can't remember.
I can't figure out why they stand it up. You use it as a bowl or what? Because if you use it as a bowl and stick something in it,
We've been finding
it just goes flat.
It has like the spring into it, but I'm not sure how you were supposed to use that one.
I don't know how you're supposed to use any of them.
I think they're on the holders of some sort, and then maybe you turn them sideways, but I didn't even see a place. There wasn't a holder on that one, was there? I don't think so. I don't know. Anyway, we left it. Anything with an owl, I'm going to check it out because owls are super popular, collectible for resale. But that one was just a little...
That is a giant pheasant. Oh, look, it's the potato bowl. Strikes home. Again.
I know.
He's a little bit lighter this time.
One of these days, we're going to take a potato bowl home. Yep, and we're going to have mashed potato, and we're going to eat out of that bowl. It's going to be wonderful.
That ain't going to happen.
Why not?
Because.
That'd be fun. It makes lunchtime interesting.
So
this had bees.
Wow, I didn't see this. I'm glad you left that there because it's just making me like.
Now I really like this. You see my finger tapping? I was like, Matt, look at this. What is this? And I'm like,
it's flash.
It is flash, but it's beautiful. But it had, you can see it. It had scratches on the bottom, which means that it's got that outer like coating over it, just to make it look like maybe heavy old antique glass when really it's just a film. Can you see those scratches? Mm-hmm. But I was close to considering it to take it home because I could always clean it. It's one of those things that you can sterilize, and I don't know, you can put something into it like your makeup stuff. And
it's a donkey. Well, it's not a donkey. It's a jackass.
There was a lot of stuff on this shelf. They had a lot of stuff to pick through in here today. Paperweight.
I feel like I'm getting away with crime because that wasn't swearing because that's what it is. But I felt like I just went.
Well, you were kind of getting here in just a second because
I did.
I remember I'm here at this bell section.
You're like looking at the bells and you're passing the bells and I'm like, That bell. Oh, look.
Oh, yeah, we found somebody's driver's license. Yeah, so Matt took it and brought it up. Even though it was one of those punched out
And while
ones,
you're doing that,
you're like, look at this. I'm going to leave you with this. There goes Matt bringing up. I'm sure it's probably somebody's driver's license they threw into something and got donated. You know how, and it was one of those, what do you call it, expired cards,
look at
right?
that sticker.
Yes.
Yep.
Fenton. Matt found this. What was it? $4.99. So
Yep.
in all those bills, I'm like, let's look at all the bills. Because if they had one Fenton, maybe they have more. But we only found this one. So obviously, did they not know it was Fenton?
Or do they not know what Fenton is?
Or do they not know what Fenton is? Yeah. Boy, that was beautiful. We have sold one other Fenton Bell that we found. And you found that one, I think, at a St. Vincent de Paul thrift store.
I did. Well, there.
No,
yeah.
was it? No, that was the really expensive one.
That was the one they wanted $50 for.
That was crazy, yeah. We left that one. We found where did we find the red bell?
We
was
found
it
that
another?
down, I think, by
The
Butler.
Whistle Stop?
No, we found that down by Butler.
Was it?
It was in our Goodwill, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So the red Fenton Bell sold, so why not get a blue one? Right?
Yep.
Those bells are really collectible. Now these, I'm like, what is this? Let's look through all of them just to make sure there's not another one here, because chances are if somebody has a Fenton Bell, then maybe they know what they have and they have more in their collection.
So the red one that was signed, that one did come from the Whistle Stop. I was thinking about the other one.
We got some fairy lamps there too.
Yeah, we found one down in Butler.
I want to go find some more fairy lamps, so I think we're going to hit some
but you know
antique
what?
malls coming up here soon on this channel.
But you know what the problem with those are?
What? There is no problem.
There is a problem.
What is the problem?
They never leave.
No, they're good for me. Maybe I'll start a thing where if I buy one lamp for me, I'll sell one to you. Do you feel better about that?
This thing you had to have.
Well, it was plastic, but again,
You're like, open it up. I got.
It was pretty. It was again Beauty and the Beast. I loved this how ornate it looked. It was
got
plastic.
sucked into opening up.
It had a gorgeous red, velvet cushion inside, and I'm like, that is what I could put my earrings and stuff into. So I did keep that one for myself. Yep.
I took it up front, and the girl was like, "That's so pretty."
See?
Yeah, and I'm thinking to myself,
My wife called
Lady?
it. She's good.
I was like, "Lady,
In a sea of all this.
if you want to go shopping, come to my house."
See? Certain things. For those of you who are watching, I mean, you sometimes, not sometimes, all the time, you do this radar search when you're out in the shelves and you just like zone in on stuff, right? That was one of those things for me that was like, ooh, love it. Like it hit all the check mark, had all check marks in all the boxes, and I had to take it.
There's a willow tree.
$18 though. I thought that was way too much. Unless that was the original.
I think that was the original tag.
Okay,
That's
maybe
not
I
a
should have
Goodwill
looked.
tag.
Maybe I should have looked a little harder then, because that's what turned me off. Okay.
Okay.
The cat.
The sleeping cat.
That is now ours.
Oh.
I bought the cat. Remember? How much was the cat?
I'm not sure.
The cat's gonna go up for sale. But how much was the cat?
I don't know.
We got one cat, Stanley Cat.
We got plenty of cats.
The greatest cat in all the world. We think so.
He is.
I'm sure your cat's awesome too, because cats rule. So I did take the little glass kitty that was in great shape. Just looks so.
Well,
I
there's
just
Pink
love
Elephant
that
for
mound
St.
of
Patty's
glass.
Day.
Was there? The green shoes. Yeah, how many green things can we find in this store? This was a whole bunch of gingerbread people. Perfect for a... You seem speechless, Matt. What's wrong?
Yeah.
Are you speechless?
Yeah. Let's just move on.
Okay, so this is how you would use it, right? You could tie it on like a little bit of garland, and you got some gingerbread people hanging over something like it has a valance, or if you have one of those forever trees, anybody out there watching, I would love to have a forever tree. It's where you keep your like a pencil tree up year round, okay? And then you decorate it for the seasons or whatever you want, or you have a country tree. Now, this is where they keep the bodies.
Stop digging your hole right now.
What happened to his head?
I don't
So
want to remember this.
So
part.
don't you find it interesting that she was at the top, his head was down there, and that looked to be some sort of piece of equipment. So what'd she do with the body?
I don't know. What is that, a snow cone? No,
I think
it's a Play-Doh squeezer.
Or is it a factory? Oh my,
All right,
what did she do?
I'm like trying to look something up, and you're like...
There should be a channel where you make up a story as you walk through a thrift store. Somebody's got to invent that, okay? Where you make up a story.
You just did.
I think we're gonna do it, okay? We're gonna do it here on our channel. We have good imaginations. We could come up with some good stories.
Swiss Woods Restaurant out of Leiditz, PA.
Yep. Shout out to Pennsylvania.
East Coast. East Side!
So now I'm looking at the mugs just to see if there's anything good around here that Like I said, just strikes my fancy. They had a craft section. No, this was like the binder organizational. Well, this is kind of craft. That's right.
Yeah.
If you are into mixed media, which I am, I love doing mixed media. Guys, I just started another channel called Brush Life. My last vlog that I put up there, we did a mixed media late night session together. So I would love it if you enjoy getting creative, if you come join me over there. It's just called Brush Life. And yeah, come over there. And it's all about getting creative. So lots of aisles. There was somebody in there, so I tried to avoid that one. Give them their space, circle back around.
And let's be honest, you don't want them to see what you're doing.
You know, I tried to be like, I'll just wait till they leave. This bead book caught my attention.
You know what helps?
I used to have a bead book, a bunch of bead books like this.
You know what helps when you do that?
What?
Is you don't hiss at the people as you go past.
What?
When they're in your aisle. Don't hiss at them.
Oh.
You need to cut that out.
Oh, okay. They'll be like, what is wrong? Why do I feel like, they don't want me around here? Oh, there's nothing worse when there's somebody in an aisle and your eyes make contact with something on the shelf and you're just like, okay, I'll get in there in a second.
Where you both look the same thing, then look at each other.
Please don't buy it. Yeah. Please don't buy it. I'll just got to wait my turn to get in there.
That's when you have to establish your dominance, right? And you get in there and just...
Scare them?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Fear is a great motivator.
I've been shopping in places where you feel like people, and even in this day of, trying to social distance and, just keep apart, that there are just people that don't have boundaries.
No.
I mean, I've been just doing my thing like this, vlogging with my camera, and I kid you not,
yeah.
It is like people come up and they breathe down their neck.
Well, that was like the lady at the, and the manager at the one gas station we were at. And she kept like
yeah.
She was a younger girl.
You take 3 steps back and they take 3 steps forward.
Like right in my face. Like
I
it was
know.
Crazy.
I just
like
think people.
Even if it wasn't pandemic.
Yeah.
She was like way too aggressive.
Too close for comfort. Yeah.
There was no no personal boundary. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, she was
that
like
feeling.
6 inches from me, and then she was like, and I'm like, I look like a football player. I look like I was running for the end zone. I was like ducking and diving.
Trying to
and
get
you're
away.
Looking out the window at me.
Yeah, I was. I was like, holy. I could see it all go down the body language, right?
Uh-huh.
But yeah, some people I just don't like when people come into your face too much. Okay,
Here's
so
a great book section.
It was very nice and clean and tidy. Lots of hard covers.
Uh-huh.
Just a quick note that before we got to here, I was going through the craft section. I was taking a trip down memory lane.
Mm-hmm.
You see all those different books. Like now we have YouTube and online, but remember when you would buy like the latest toll painting books or cross stitch books or what do you call it?
Right.
Fabric books for different designs, right? Like Michael's.
Yeah, the book of paper craft.
Yeah. Yes. Those were the books where you would do book clubs.
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
Maybe I should have took this one. This one was like, I am all about
That was from
this
the 60s,
cover.
right?
Why didn't I take that? I think I like the cover more
Seriously,
than what was in the book.
This book was from 1960.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the most pristine, as you can see.
It's beautiful.
I don't think it was ever even opened, to be honest.
So pretty. Look at all this.
Like, that book is so old. But
do you think I made a mistake not taking that?
No. No, I don't think you
Why
did.
am I asking you?
Yeah.
Yes, you guys watching, like,
I
can appreciate that
my
beautiful
mother had
book.
that book, to be honest with you.
It makes me want to paint something in those colors. I forget what that book was about.
That was Adobe Illustrator.
Well, that's right.
You know how I know? Because that's when I used to work when I was doing my graphic design freestyle.
Okay. I would be okay with a bedspread that looked like that. Wow. Would you? I think they call them like crazy quilts and stuff.
Yeah, but that was Better Homes and Gardens. Oh, look what we found!
Guess what? Okay, remember how I told you about this hat that I had when I moved to the United States from Canada? We got rid of pretty much all of our belongings except like 1% of everything. Right. Yes, well I feel like I upped it this time. It was a hat just like this for your nacho cheese. You put your nachos around it because I'm all about the nachos. And I found this hat. Okay, look at me. Look at us. That is our hat right there.
The search is over.
Oh my gosh. And I upped it because I moved it from plastic to a beautiful ceramic. It said USA on the bottom.
Yep.
So I think I don't know who made it.
We had to look it up. That was a really nice stoneware piece.
Yeah.
But the rim was chipped.
Oh, is that why we left it?
Yes.
Okay, this is, who remembers Friends where Rachel like skipped a page in the recipe book and she made truffle, but she put ground beef into it or something because it got combined with 2 different recipes. That's what that
This
reminded
is
me
a
of.
really nice piece.
And I wanted
super
it.
nice, but it was in too good a shape.
Matt said
and I couldn't
we shouldn't
find the
take
market. Yeah.
it. Let's be honest, you didn't want me to take it.
It didn't strike me, right? It was in too good a shape.
This is plastic, by the way. I was drawn to, I love that tile design with the lemons and the blue, but it was actually plastic, so I left it there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but look.
Little hobgoblin.
That was, I think that's
hobgoblin.
That's
not
the,
real.
no, it's not real, yeah.
That's what I'm saying, hobgoblin.
You're right, yeah. I think it was, is it called the White Barn? Is that a part of Bath and Body Works?
I think, or Yankee
A Yankee Candle? There's some
can't
connection
remember,
there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody watching will know. Now, I'm pretty sure these are Pioneer woman glasses.
Yeah.
Because...
Speedy recovery to her husband.
Yes, right? I think it was her husband and her nephew that was in some sort of collision this week. We're following that. Good grief. I do own some of her wine glasses, and I love those designs.
Sonia is obsessed with the Pioneer woman for some reason.
I really enjoy her vibe. I enjoy watching her cook. I love her designs, man. Like, she's living the life.
I like watching it. I'm like,
no. I could envision myself in that kitchen cooking if I actually knew how to cook. Okay?
I remember those mugs from the 80s.
Did you have some of those?
Well, we used to keep those in freezers, frosted mugs. Here we are looking at this again.
We're arguing right now, okay?
It was just too perfect.
Do you guys always get along? No. Right now, we've got a lot of conflict over this particular... Look, do you see me? I'm still following it, and Matt has put it back.
And I'm like, you can keep it, but you're going to be wearing it.
You said, well, you can get it, but I don't think it's anything. And I'm like, no, it's something. I feel like it's something.
It just didn't. There was something off about it.
So tell me, do you recognize it? Tell me I'm right. Don't tell me if I'm wrong. Only tell me if I'm right, okay?
That bell there, I picked it up.
And if I'm wrong, I won't tell you.
That bell was super lightweight. If you would have rang it too hard, it would have shattered.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
It was like nothing.
I thought it was something because it was so pretty, but I think it was maybe just,
Tupperware.
Yeah, not really worth anything. Tupperware,
what
though.
Are you talking
no,
about?
I'm talking about the bill. I had to finish my thought. That was orange. Love orange. That's Tupperware.
You know, when I die, I want to be buried in Tupperware.
What?
Yeah, you just burp the corner. I'm fresh for eternity. There you go.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Okay, so Mom used to have a lot of Tupperware.
I know, my mom did too.
And they're still in business today, I believe.
Some of it's worth money too.
Wow. Do they still do that return where they give you
look at the scoop set.
What feels like an eternity
from the 70s.
warranty?
Look at this thing.
And it's not even opened. Look at that.
You tried to convince me to take that home too.
You need that, Matt. Look.
I don't need that.
You need it. Look
I don't need it.
That's nice. Remember the canisters used to be that color?
Yeah.
It's funny how you think back and like different
There's a nice
times had different colors. Like there's certain colors that take you back. Like when I say like dusty rose, right?
Well, this Goodwill had a lot of stuff from the 60s and 70s, and, you know, and you saw how good shape it was. So I'm wondering if that book and those scoops came from the same house.
Might have. They kind of fit, right?
Oh,
we love this purse. Yes, we love this purse. We love this one too. Yeah, love that one too. Gotta check out the purses.
I think I was already to the front.
See, this is the furniture section, but what I learned in being here, look at that plaid too, but what I learned in being here is that they no longer carry furniture on the floor. So tell me if you guys, this looks like, was it Vera Bradley?
See, now I know what's going on.
What?
It's like I go to check out, so I'm doing all the checking out and wrapping and stuff. And you're like, I gotta go get a picture. I gotta go back, get a picture for a thumbnail. Nope, she's going through purses.
And the Avon boxes.
Yeah.
Listen, I had to know what was inside. There was nothing inside of them, but just I needed to know. But yeah, this store told us that their district of Goodwill is no longer carrying furniture, and it was related, I do believe she said, to accidents. And, so that's what she said.
But that's safe. That's totally safe there.